Hi everyone, welcome to Kirby Super Star. My name is Stephen George. I play video games. Today it's Kirby Super Star, and I am joined with my wife Mal. We are going to be doing let's do Kirby 2. Kirby 2. Okay, some of you are saying, what's going on? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Hi! First off, if you're new to the channel, I am Stephen George. I play video games every single day. Sometimes it's with my wife, who is joining me today on this LP. The reason we're doing Kirby Super Star is because Kirby Super Star is honestly one of the best co-op games ever made, in my humble opinion. I've been playing this game since it came out. This game came out in '96. I was a big fan of it. It is for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And this game is very unique because not only is it such a great co-op game, but instead of being one long game, they break it up into little mini-games. So we have Spring Breeze, Dynablade, The Great Cave Offensive, we also have Revenge of Meta Knight, and Milky Way Wishes. They also give us Gourmet Race, Megaton Punch, and Samurai Kirby, but those are just kind of offshoot side games that don't really have anything to do with the overall storyline. Also, keep in mind when I say overall storyline that I mean 5 different storylines. It actually changes. They are individual stories. Now, this game meant a lot to me as a kid. I played the crap out of this game. I just thought it was so much fun. And I hope that we can bring some of that fun to you guys. Now, Mallory is not super familiar with the game. She grew up with a Sega, as many of you will know, so she's more used to Sonic the Hedgehog, where being the second character means absolute jack crap.
Oh, come on. Kirby's teammate, second player, player 2 doesn't get to do a whole lot until Kirby creates them.
Well, yeah, well, they don't do anything until Kirby creates them. I'm just saying, you can actually... You are on the screen, you have a HUD, you have a health bar, you're important.
That's true.
In
Look
Sonic...
how happy Kirby looks.
I mean, in Sonic, the second player has to play as Tails, and he feels, regret and wants to just put a gun in his mouth all the time. I feel bad for anyone who has to play as Tails. However, in Kirby, you get to be an important part. So we're going to start out with Spring Breeze. Help! All the food from Dreamland has been stolen. Hurry, Kirby, or everyone will starve. Very dark plot line. You can see up in the top there, level 1, it's 1 star. As we progress through this, they'll actually get harder. Although, to be honest, the Kirby games are some of the easiest games I think I've ever played in my entire life. So without further ado, let's start Spring Breeze. Spring Breeze, new game, that's what we want to do. Is this your first time playing? Well, no. I think I've played this game probably, dear God, 50 to 100 hours. But we're going to say yes because the guide is kind of funny. So we have this puzzle and a bunch of little Kirbys in the front. Welcome to the Beginner's Show. For all you first-time players, here's how we play. This is the controller. It's that gray thing with the purple buttons. This is Kirby, our hero. He's a jolly fellow. Look at that little scowl, it's so cute. Anyway, I'm not going to actually go through this tutorial. At least I'm not going to talk about it the entire time I'm doing it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history of the Kirby series and why this game is relevant. The first game in the Kirby series is actually a Game Boy game called Kirby's Dream Land. It was released in 1992. Now, when people think of Kirby, people think of his ability to eat enemies, inhale them, and swallow them, and basically absorb their power. Now, the strange thing is that the first Kirby game, Kirby's Dream Land for Game Boy, actually didn't let Kirby do this. Kirby's other ability is to blow puffs of air, and we don't have an enemy in front of us right now, but we will in a second. And whenever you suck in an enemy, you can actually spit it out as a star. And in the first game for Game Boy, that's actually all he could do. There was also, I think, spicy curry and mint leaves, but that's something else entirely. Now, the next game in the series was Kirby's Adventure for NES, and that was when Kirby could finally do copy abilities. He could eat an enemy and obtain its ability. And that's what it's going to go into now. By pushing Y, Kirby will inhale almost anything in his path. And then Kirby can inhale enemies and attack by spitting out what he's inhaled. So in the first game, that's all you could do, make stars. They're going to make us do target shooting for whatever. There's really no reason to go through all this because honestly, Kirby is one of the easiest games in the entire universe. One of the new things to Kirby Super Star at the time was the hats. In this game, for example, in the first game where you had abilities, which was Kirby's Adventure, whenever you got an ability, all it did was make you like a different color or something. But in Kirby Super Star, you actually wear a hat, and you're going to see that very, very soon. Now it's going to... Okay, it's going to let us jump on the start and actually get started. Let's do it! Good luck and have fun, yes! Kirby games are some of the easiest ones in the universe, but doggone it, they are enjoyable. Stage 1, green greens. I'm getting chased by butterflies. Woo, it's me, Kirby. Check me out. So I can jump, I can fly, I can spit bubbles. I can also inhale enemies, like this Waddle do. And once I have this power, which is beam, you can also press start, and it's going to show you all of the attacks that you can do. The best one is by far running, jumping, and attacking. But the coolest thing about Kirby Super Star is that you can do co-op. Even if you don't have someone else with you, the AI is actually really, really intelligent in this game. But you know what's more intelligent? Mallory.
Yay!
So welcome to the world, Waddle-Doo. Now, some of you might not be aware, but actually, Spring Breeze is the entire first game, since I get attacked by this Cappy, it's basically the entire first game redone, because if you've never played Kirby's Dream Land for Game Boy, it is super incredibly short. Like, seriously, it's one of the shortest games I think has ever been made. You could probably beat the entire thing in 30 minutes, no problem. And it's only 5 levels, and they pretty much took 4 of those levels and put it into Kirby Super Star as this first world, Spring Breeze. So today's episode is going to be going through Spring Breeze, and you'll get to see exactly how simple this game is. We got a Poppy Brother here, and Poppy Brother Senior. They throw bombs. He is done for. Now, if we want his ability, I can press the A button, and you'll notice that I tossed my current power, which was Sir Kibble, to Mallory. And if my power touches Mallory, she instantly becomes that. Now, the benefit of that is that she actually gets full health. So now I have bombs. You can, there's not a whole lot you can do with the bombs. You can kind of aim them, and that's about it. You can set them on people. And there's food everywhere, because Kirby likes to eat. It's kind of strange that if everything is starving, and, like, I don't know, like, why are they starving? They could just, like, break some blocks, and they'll find pieces of pie littered, like, all over the ground.
Would you eat pie that way?
I wouldn't eat pie, because I don't enjoy pie, but I think the question would be for you. Would you eat pie that you found on the ground?
No.
Okay, Kirby would. Right, as I said earlier, you can see that Sir Kibble has lost a little bit of health. So we can do that. Now, another cool thing is that I can do a Kamehameha wave here and kill off my ally, swallow it, and recreate Mallory. The cool thing is, if Mallory is, like, nearly dead, I can do that and basically give her full life all over again.
Oh.
So, in that way, it's kind of cool. So, I'm going to kill Mal because she lost some health.
Seems like you're cheating.
It does, doesn't it? I did that a lot as a kid. Now, the downside is if Kirby has an ability, you're going to have to throw it. And if you throw it and then use the other ability that's laying on the ground, the current ability that you had will disappear. So that's the downside. Oh, goodness. It's time for the battle against Wispy Woods. This was the first battle from Kirby's Dream Land. You basically just throw bombs at the tree. Since I don't have an ability, I will be spitting apples. And there you go. Yes, that was that easy. There is no harder difficulty. Kirby is a really freaking easy game. Are you having fun over there? Let's jump.
The tree is so sad.
I think one of the most memorable things about Kirby games is that after you finish a level, you get to dance. Dancing is fun. Stage 2, Float Islands. Like I said before, there are only 4 stages in Spring Breeze. And as soon as we beat this one, we'll be halfway done. No, don't kill it! My god, I want an ability. Fighter Joe.
No.
You can rapidly tap the Y button and just go to town. We have some fish down there. Now, the interesting thing about the Kirby series is that all these enemies are actually named, although I don't think a lot of them got named until later games. But I can't ever remember all their names. I think the ones that look like, yeah, those little things are called Kabu. Some of them are very Japanese names, and some of them are just like Gator. So they have very interesting names. Let's dive under these coconuts and grab this one up. Although, to be honest, we are not going to need it because it's just very, very...
Kirby?
It's Kirby, man. I don't think I've ever played a difficult Kirby game. Actually, I'm going to do this. Welcome, Knuckle Joe. Oh, I said Fighter Joe earlier. It's Knuckle Joe. Cool, now I get ice.
I honestly have no idea.
Alright, touch me. We just touched an invincible lollipop. So basically allows us to go very, very fast. And everything we touch, including the mid-level boss, immediately dies. And
Why do I feel like we're cheating?
because it's honestly, I mean, I enjoyed this game a lot as a kid, but the game is really easy. In fact, I'm going to show you why it gets even easier. No, God, you killed it! Oh, Jesus, you killed Crash. Piss.
Sorry. My
Well.
first instinct is to hit.
I know that from real life. Oh, man, that sucks. Maybe he'll respawn if we walk over here. Crash, you there? Crash? Oh, doggone. What that little bomb was that Mallory killed is instant kill for this boss. So now
Sorry.
no, we'll have to actually attack them. And these little guys are Lololo and Lalala. And if they look familiar, if they look like they resemble Lolo and Lala, that's because they are Lolo and Lala. There was a game for Adventures of Lolo was in '89 for the NES. Although they had some games before that for older systems, and it was a game made by HAL, the company that makes Kirby. And they basically just took some of the characters and put them into this Kirby game. Or I guess Kirby's Dream Land. And once again, more dancing. If I can touch the stars.
Why am I not melting?
Because you're Jesus.
Okay.
And finally, we have Stage 3, Bubbly Clouds. Once we get through this, we'll actually be heading off to the boss. Now, I've already showed you how easy Kirby is, and you're saying, why is this a good co-op game? Well, it's fun. I don't know. Here, Blade Knight. Oh, I saved you by throwing a giant sword at you. Ow! Jerk. Gotcha. Actually, if you have full health, whenever you attack with the sword, you actually shoot swords. It's reminiscent of the Zelda games, because in the Zelda games, if you have full health and you shoot off your sword, or you attack, you'll shoot little beams. Also, you look like Link, so it's pretty much a dead giveaway. And I have been talking about how easy these games are, but it actually gets even easier. In Kirby Super Star, you can hit the shoulder buttons, L or R, and you guard. You are invincible during this time. And if you're not invincible, then doggone it, you sure don't take very much damage. I mean, like, a ridiculously small amount of damage where you'd have to be hit like 400 times to ever notice it. So if you get in a tough spot and you don't want to get hurt, there you go. I'm completely serious. And there was an enemy down there that we killed called the Mirror. And if you get that ability and you block, it's actually a mirrored effect, so if anyone attacks you, it hurts them. This game is ridiculously simple. Oh yeah, let's make out with some pie, baby. Oh, it's really gross. These levels are also really short. We've come to the mid-level boss, which is Kracko Jr. And he is a pushover. Oh my God! Oh man, I love this game, and this game has a lot of nostalgic value for me. But doggone, is it simple! All right, that down there is a mic. Gotcha. Right, now that I have Mike, I get 3 uses on it, and we need to get through this, so I'm going to let Mal do most of the attacking, because I would have to puff, although I can also do this, although that doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Now, Mike is cool because I can do this number right here, which instantly kills everything on screen. Except for bosses, it does a fairly good amount of damage to bosses. Alright, now we just have to climb up this thing. Go around and be very, very careful. If I can hold on to this ability, it will help us with Kracko. You need to be careful not to get yourself killed.
Yeah.
In that last area, if you fly up far enough, a polar bear falls out of the sky. It's kind of just a random thing. Okay, do a fair amount of damage to Kracko there, and a little more. Okay, Blade Knight, since you have the ability and I don't, well, I'll just let you take care of that. Okay, and then we initiate the Kirby dance. And now the people that have played Kirby Super Star, I mean, they understand that they're getting a lot of nostalgia out of this. Everyone who hasn't is like, oh my god, this game is so easy. Well, I mean, Kirby games are easy. They're dirt simple, but they're fun. One of the most fun things about the Kirby games is that you actually get to be all these different abilities. There's a few abilities to pick from in this room before we go fight Dedede.
Is the ghost green guy in here?
Not yet. He comes later. That's Plasma. Whatever ability you want, let me know. There's even Parasol.
I have this guy.
Who?
Waddle Doo.
Yeah. Can't you kill yourself? Isn't there a button for that? I think there's a kill yourself button, although I don't really remember. I never played this player 2 whenever I was a little kid.
No.
Okay, well maybe I have to kill you.
There's no kill me button.
You could be Parasol.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, let's do this. We are going to kill him with Parasols in an attempt to make the game slightly more challenging because it's so easy.
I love how we walk.
I know, right? You can actually hold down the button. Oh no, my power! So now we are in a ring with King Dedede, who is the antagonist in the first game. In the second game, you find out that he's not actually the antagonist, although you fight him one time. Done. Man, this game is simple. Holy crap. And there it goes. Spring Breeze conquered.
Where am I?
You don't get to be in this cutscene. You weren't important enough.
Oh.
Now, the confusing thing here is that I don't assume that this is Kirby. I assume that this is a special blimp. So when did Kirby have time to rig a special Kirby-shaped blimp to the top of this palace? Seems ridiculous. Also, what kind of a jerk is King Dedede for hogging all of the food and trying to make the entire land starve? Like, that's awful.
I'm not really sure.
But basically, what you just witnessed was Kirby's Dream Land. Now, Kirby's Dream Land is a little longer, but this is more or less an updated version. Some of the enemies are missing. There's some enemies added. Copy abilities didn't exist, so this is way easier than the Game Boy version. But hey, you can pretty much say that you've played Kirby's Dream Land now. Oh yeah. The power of the stars is dropping that corn. Ice cream cones and cavities for all.
Strawberry.
Next. See, in the actual game, he fell down and held up a sign that said bye-bye. So now it's like, hey, there's more to this. If you want to do more, you can. And we will. And that is it. Seriously. Some of you are saying, really? That was Spring Breeze? Yes. Now, admittedly, Spring Breeze has a level of, remember, just 1 star. And Dynablade will be the next one we play. That jumps up to level 3. The Great Cave Offensive is level 4. And then they get harder from there. So they do get harder, but you also have to understand that Kirby games are just really freaking easy. But they're fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this introduction to Kirby Super Star. We are going to be making our way through the main games. Like I said, next we're going to be doing Dynablade. We'll be going to the Great Cave Offensive after that, then Revenge of Meta Knight, which is probably my favorite. And then finally Milky Way Wishes. And we're going to wrap it all up with a few bonus episodes that take care of Gourmet Race, Megaton Punch, and Samurai Kirby. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you aren't aware, there is a giveaway. Go check out the giveaway video that is going to be in the same playlist for Kirby Super Star. Should have already come out unless I've really screwed a lot of things up. And you guys are going to be able to comment on a video and try and win a actual physical copy of this game. And then you can play it on a Super Nintendo, or you can just put it on your shelf. Either way is fine with me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for joining me and Mao here. If you enjoyed this episode in any capacity, please click like. If you haven't done so already, highly consider subscribing to StephenPlays' new video game episode every single day. Join me and Mao here next time when we start Dynablade, the tale of a very fat marshmallow man who sleeps with eggs. Well,
On French fries.
On French fries. Oh my god, join us.